Hi guys, I hope you're all well. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a pregnancy Q&A, and I asked you guys to send me questions on Instagram, Twitter, all of my social media, just with things that you will want me to answer, and I'm ready to do it. So for those who don't know, I am currently 32 weeks pregnant, which means I've got 2 months left, which is insane. Like, it's just gone by really quick. But anyway, let's just get into it. So what's the most challenging part of being pregnant? Well, I have to say without a doubt that the most challenging thing that I've been through is the first 3 months. Like, honestly, it is really hard. I mean, it depends. Some people don't actually feel as much, some people do, but I was feeling really sick and ill. And it's quite funny, right? Because in the beginning of my pregnancy, I actually lost 2 kilos. So I was losing weight when I was pregnant, and I actually never thought that would happen to me. It was really hard because I couldn't actually do anything. I would just stay most of the day in bed. You know, it's just something that you go through, you have to manage. After 12 weeks, I was absolutely fine. I just felt like I was normal again and I could do anything, and that's when I started eating. So now I eat so much. Everything that I didn't eat for 3 months, I'm eating now, trust me. Will you have any more children? Well, I absolutely love kids. I've always loved kids so much. And I've always said that I wanted to have at least 2 kids, but this is only my first one and I have no idea how it's going to be like. Obviously, I want to have more kids in the future. I've always said I wanted to have like around 3, at least 2 kids, because I've got 2 sisters and then Casey's got a sister and a brother, and I just love them, but we'll have to see how it goes first. But yeah, it's definitely on my plans to have more kids in the future. Is Casey being so supportive? Yes, he is. He's actually being the best. Like, ever since the beginning, he's always been supporting me. He's been going to all of my midwife appointments with me. He's actually the one. Like, sometimes I forget that I have to ring in and book blood tests, and I'll be like, oh my god, I have to book my blood test, and he's like, oh yeah, I've already done it, we're going next week at this time, and I'm like, oh, thank you. So he's been so supportive. There's no way I could have done it without him. He's literally been everything. He's just helped me so much. Like, in the beginning when I was feeling really ill and sick, he would literally cook for me. He would just go to the shop to get what I wanted, and he's been amazing. He's like really excited as well, and it's funny because his nan says that she's never actually seen any dad to be that is just so excited as much as Casey is. What is your biggest unusual craving throughout the pregnancy? Now, this is really funny because I don't actually feel like I've got cravings. Like, I don't know if it's just me, I just want to eat everything, but I don't really know how to explain. But all the time I'm like, oh my god, I really crave this, I really crave that. But I don't know if it's just me being a bit of like a fatty and just wanted to eat everything, or if it's actually craving. Like, if you watch Casey's vlogs, you've probably seen that about a week ago I was actually dying to eat a cake. I was like, I have to eat cake, I need cake. So I would say that I don't actually had any weird cravings. Like, it was just normal things, mainly sweets, I would say. But there isn't really one thing that I crave all the time. If I have to think about something that it's a bit weird, sour sweets, definitely. You know, the ones that you just eat and literally makes you want to cry. I don't know why, I just want to eat them. But the ones that actually hurt your tongue. What's the worst / best part about maternity clothes? Now, this question, right, I didn't actually have a bump until recently. Like, I would say that I started to get a bump around 21 weeks, because before that I was just like normal. I did have a little lump, but nothing that if I put a top on, you wouldn't be able to see. Then suddenly I just, like, I can't clip my fingers, but suddenly I just popped out and I became really big, and suddenly my jeans were not fitting. I couldn't actually wear any tight tops, so I was kind of like left over with jumpers and baggy things. But it's quite annoying because when that happened, I would say it was about 3 weeks ago, and I am basically on the last stages of my pregnancy, and I just feel a bit weird and uncomfortable because I don't really want to spend a lot of money on maternity clothes because I don't have much long left, and also because they're really expensive. So I did buy a few things, but not like a full wardrobe. I'm pretty much using my old clothes, my old baggy clothes, and I do still wear like normal clothes as well. So for an example, I'm usually a size 8, but now I'm buying things that are size 12. So yeah, but I'll definitely say that the worst part of maternity clothes, they're really basic, you know. It's just like a normal white top and and they're so overpriced for what it actually is. And I generally think that you can find like a jumper that is pretty much the same, but it's not maternity, and it would be a lot cheaper. So all you have to do is just buy a few sizes up. That's what I've been doing, and I've been struggling so much with clothes, like so much, because as I said, I don't really want to spend lots of money on clothes I'm not going to be wearing for long. What do you think that your reaction is going to be when you get the baby? I spent so much time watching for like labor and delivery vlogs, and every time the baby comes out and just put the baby on the mom's chest, I just cry my eyes out. Like literally, it gives me shivers everywhere on my body, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait until she's actually with me. So how do I feel like I'm gonna react? I don't really know how I'm gonna react. Like I would say I'll definitely cry, and obviously I'm gonna be so happy, I'm gonna be so overwhelmed, but it's just one of those things that you can't really tell until you actually go through. But I can't imagine myself just like crying so much, and I don't know. But I'm also the kind of person that cries with everything. I cry so easily. I'm so sentimental. If I'm watching the X Factor, trust me, I will cry. So this is how I expect to be like on a day. Are you teaching your baby Portuguese? Yes, I am indeed. So if you don't know, I am Brazilian and my first language is Portuguese. So P is gonna be half Brazilian, half English, and I do really want her to learn Portuguese because this is basically where half of her family comes from. How do I feel about being a young parent? Do you feel like being pregnant at a younger age has limited what you will do in life? And absolutely not. Now that's a really good question. I'm so glad someone asked me that, because people are often so quick to judge. Being a young parent, you're gonna lose your youth, there's so many things that you cannot do, but I think the completely opposite. Like obviously I'm not encouraging anyone to have kids when you're young. Like I just feel like every person is different and you cannot judge someone by their age. So everyone's got a different life, everyone's got different circumstances, everyone's got different relationships, but in my case I definitely don't think I'm missing out on anything. I know I'm only 19, almost 20, but I just feel like I've already done so many things in my life. I travel alone, I went out with my friends a lot, I went on holidays with my friends, and to be honest, I'm not the kind of person that really likes going out on the weekend. And that's one thing that people just say straight away, like, oh, you're not going to be able to go out, you're not going to be able to do a lot of things with friends. But I'm more of like a family person anyways, so that's not going to affect me in any sort of way. And I actually feel so good. It feels amazing to be a young parent. That's something that I've always wanted to be. If you guys follow me on Instagram, Twitter, on my social media, you will know how close I am to my mom. Like we've got such an amazing relationship that I cannot even explain. And she was also a really young parent. So I'm turning 20 and she's turning 48 now, and she's not just my mom, like she's literally like my best friend. She's literally someone that I can count on everything, and I want to have the same sort of relationship with my daughter. So it is definitely such a big responsibility, but I am more than ready and willing to go for it. I am so excited. I feel really lucky about. Absolutely no, it doesn't limit on anything, and I feel amazing about being a young parent. So what's your favorite thing about being pregnant? Now my absolute favorite thing in the whole world is feeling the baby. Like when you can feel the kicks and you can just feel the baby moving, it's just a feeling that I don't even know how to explain. It's amazing. Everything about it, like everything about waiting for the baby is so exciting. So right guys, that is the end of today's video. Thank you so much for every single one of you that sent me questions, and I also want to say a big thank you for all the support I've been getting lately. It truly does mean so much to me. I do read all of the messages, I do try and reply as much as I can, so thank you so much. It's just overwhelming, and it's just so exciting that I am sharing this journey with you. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to my channel because I've got more videos about pregnancy coming out very soon, and I'll see you with another video next week. Bye!